We are very happy to announce we have a book written by His Grace Ameyatma Prabhu, who is amidst us. Ameyatma Prabhu, as I mentioned earlier, has been a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and he was appointed by the ISKCON International GBC to investigate and write against Ritvic understanding. And when he read some of those literatures, he got convinced and became a Ritvic himself. After many years of intense research, as I mentioned earlier, he's very analytical in his thinking because of his engineering background. And with that kind of an analytical mind, he studied for decades. And then, very painstakingly, he made short videos, maybe 400 numbers. So, and now later on, he turned those videos into a book in a very interesting manner. And now we are very happy to have that book. We have published that book, and the book is called Srila Prabhupada's System of Initiations, a Definitive Analysis. It's in fact a very voluminous book, about 1,100 pages. And we are also happy to mention Sri Madhu Pandit Prabhu has written the foreword for the book.
You may wonder, what is 1,100 pages? One final order, July 9th letter, that's all. But actually you have to know that he has researched the entire context, what happened at that time of 1977, 1976, how in the beginning itself, how Prabhupada started delegating to his disciples as Ritviks, and finally what was the circumstances. All those, it's very interesting to read that because everything has been authenticated with evidence that this is what happened between the people who were the leaders at that time, what they schemed and what happened, what went wrong, what went right, everything. As Chanchalapati Prabhu said, he was commissioned by GBC officially to write a paper against the Ritvic, and then he found out that this is truth. And now this is something which is very powerful, this book, System of Initiation.
I now request His Grace Ameyatma Prabhu to kindly speak on the occasion.
ISKCON's founder and one and only diksha-guru Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki. 2008, I had a new realization I wanted to write, and I thought instead of writing it, I will make a short video, because there are so many articles everyone is writing, so I'll make a short video. But as I made that, I had another realization, then another realization. And so I kept expanding the script for the video. And then weeks went by. I thought it was going to be a few days, do a quick video. But weeks went by. Then actually months went by. And I thought, well, if I introduce this realization, then I'm going to have to explain more of the process and more of the history of what happened. And slowly, Srila Prabhupada took me down a path that I realized I'm going to have to present practically the whole issue from different aspects. So as I was doing this, I started praying to Srila Prabhupada. I was praying, please help me, Srila Prabhupada, in making my presentation and making my video presentation. But then I realized, why am I asking Srila Prabhupada to help me make my presentation? I then took the position that I'm simply Prabhupada's servant, and I am trying to do this, so let me do this as a service to Srila Prabhupada, and I will present whatever you want me to present, Srila Prabhupada. Simply you guide me, and whatever system you want, I will present that. He said nothing great happens easily. If you're working on something and it will eventually become great, it's not going to be easy to do it. There's going to be, struggles So I want to thank, because after I made the video presentation, I made like 30 hours of video presentation, and finally in 2022 I actually was able to put it up online, which I started back in 2008. And after I did so, Chanchalapati, Madhu Pandit saw it, and Chanchalapati immediately said, you need to make this into a book. So I want to thank Madhu Pandit Prabhu, and Chanchalapati, and Shyama Balava, and all of the devotees here who have helped with this book, publishing it.
And now I invite and request Sri Madhu Pandit Prabhu and Sri Ameyatma Prabhu to release the book and offer to Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada, Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada, Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada, 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 Vishwa Guru Jaya Prabhupada, Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada, Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Guru Dev Prabhupada, Guru Dev Prabhupada, Jaya Guru Dev Prabhupada, Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada. The book is available. You can buy this book from our website. Thank you very much.